January 1st, a 7.6 magnitude earthquake rocked the Japanese peninsula, killing more than 200 people. Now a local church with personal ties to the country is sending a team to help provide relief. Fox 12's Carly Olson is live from that church tonight with more. Carly.
Riel, a 12-person team with the Japanese International Baptist Church is actually flying out tonight on a 2-week mission to Japan. They're looking to bring hope and relief to some survivors of that earthquake, many of whom are still without homes and basic necessities.
I just knew I needed to do something.
On January 1st, the earthquake in Japan's Ishikawa region left hundreds dead, thousands without homes, and even more without water and electricity. And Pastor Kenji Yokoi couldn't help but feel moved.
At first, I thought sending money would be the best because the travel expenses can go directly to the hands of the people. But what I found is that many people, they may have everything that they need provided for by the government or agencies like us, but what encourages them, inspires them, are people who come and bring hope.
So he and his team from the Japanese International Baptist Church in Tigard are flying out this week, responding to needs he learned about through his church network.
This time around, we've been asked by 90 care homes in the region for assistance. And these care homes, many of them do not have water or electricity. They have access to food, but different small details that seem small to us, I guess, become large. Like, how do you wash clothes for 100, 200 people? In a care home. Hygiene, sanitation, those things become very, very difficult.
And it's not everyone's first time. In 2011, the Tohoku earthquake and tsunami inspired the church's first ever disaster relief mission.
It's already been 13, 14 years, but yet these people are still living in temporary shelters. And I suspect that this earthquake in Noto Peninsula will be the same.
Even though they've sent missions all around the world since then, Japan hits close to home.
Certain family members, they were definitely affected, and so we were like, hey, can we do anything to help you? And I believe that gave us greater impetus.
About half of the team members can speak Japanese as well, bringing a personal touch to a situation that has left so many feeling alone.
We're here to bring hope and encouragement to those who are broken and hurting. Once you see how hurting these people are, you can't stop thinking about them.
Even if you're not a member of the church, Yokoi says that if you're interested in getting involved in future disaster relief missions, to reach out to the church and he'll help you get connected. Reporting live in Tigard, Carly Olson, Fox 12 Oregon.
Carly.